February 11th, 2024, Super Bowl night in Las Vegas. The Strip was packed, private jets filled the airport, and the city looked richer than ever. In 2024, more than 41 million people visited Las Vegas. But away from the casinos and stadiums, workers were serving drinks to people spending thousands in one weekend, then driving home, wondering if they could afford rent. For decades, Las Vegas sold one dream: come here and everything becomes possible. You could move here from California or the Midwest or anywhere else and start over. You could get a service job, buy a house with a yard, avoid state income tax, and live somewhere sunny, cheap, and exciting. That was the promise. But today, that promise is breaking. The median household income in the city of Las Vegas is about $74,000. The median owner-occupied home value is already above $427,000. And across southern Nevada, single-family prices have moved even higher. That means the basic math no longer works. A family can do everything right: work full-time, avoid debt, save carefully, and still watch homeownership move further away every year. Las Vegas was not supposed to become expensive. This was the affordable alternative. This was where people went when Los Angeles, San Diego, and the Bay Area became impossible. But once thousands of people arrived with California salaries, California home equity, and remote work incomes, the old affordability disappeared. For a local worker, the competition is brutal. Someone earning Las Vegas wages is now bidding against someone who just sold a California home for $1 million. To the newcomer, a $480,000 house still looks cheap. To the bartender, hotel housekeeper, security guard, teacher, or cook who keeps the city running, it looks unreachable. And many locals will tell you, buying is not even the main problem anymore. Renting is. The median gross rent in Las Vegas is over $1,500, while market rents often run closer to $1,900. A one-bedroom apartment can easily eat up half of a lower-paid worker's take-home pay. And that is before electricity, car insurance, food, gas, medical bills, and debt. This creates a strange reality. Las Vegas has plenty of jobs, but not enough jobs that allow people to comfortably live in Las Vegas. The local economy is built around tourism, hospitality, food service, casinos, entertainment, and transportation. These jobs are essential. Without them, the Strip cannot function. But many of them do not pay enough to keep up with the housing market they helped create. That is why the Las Vegas economy feels so contradictory. Casinos can report strong revenue, while residents fall behind on rent. Hotels can charge record room rates, while the people cleaning those rooms move farther into the suburbs. The Strip can look rich, while the Valley becomes more financially stressed. And housing supply has not solved the problem. Las Vegas has built for growth for decades, but much of the new product is not designed for the worker who needs a modest starter home. Too many developments are larger homes, luxury apartments, master-planned communities, and rentals priced for newcomers with higher incomes. Even when construction continues, affordability can still get worse if the wrong homes are being built for the wrong people. The final piece is investors. Las Vegas housing is attractive because the city has global name recognition, steady visitor demand, no state income tax, and a constant stream of newcomers. For investors, that makes homes look like assets. For residents, those same homes are shelter. And when shelter becomes an asset class, locals are forced to compete with people who do not need to live in the property at all. This is why the anger is so deep. A normal family is not just losing to another family anymore. They are losing to cash buyers, landlords, short-term rental operators, retirees, remote workers, and investment groups that see Las Vegas as a growth market. Every time a starter home becomes a rental, the ladder gets pulled a little higher. Every time an affordable apartment is renovated and repriced, another worker is pushed farther away. One major reason is that Las Vegas was built outward for decades. Cheap land, wide roads, subdivisions, and cars made the city feel easy. But that model has limits. The valley is surrounded by mountains, federal land, and desert. Growth keeps pushing farther away from the places where most people work. Even when homes are cheaper on the edge, the savings are eaten by commuting, gas, insurance, and time. And because Las Vegas is so car-dependent, life without a car can be almost impossible. A cheaper apartment does not help much if it puts you far from work, schools, grocery stores, and reliable transit. Then there is the cost outsiders often underestimate: the heat. Las Vegas is not just hot, it is dangerously hot. In the summer, the city can feel like an oven made of asphalt, concrete, and glass. Air conditioning is not a luxury here. It is survival. A $1,700 rent payment can quickly become a $2,000 housing burden once summer utilities are included. If the AC breaks, it is not an inconvenience. It can become a health emergency. This is where the fantasy of Las Vegas starts to collide with reality. Tourists experience the desert as scenery. Locals experience it as a bill. Tourists see palm trees, pools, and glowing resorts. Locals see water restrictions, higher utility costs, dead lawns, hotter neighborhoods, and the question nobody wants to ask out loud: how many more people can this valley realistically absorb? Clark County had about 2.42 million residents in 2024, and projections show it moving toward nearly 3 million by 2040. That means more demand for homes, roads, schools, hospitals, electricity, and water. Growth is not automatically bad, but growth without affordability creates a pressure cooker. And in Las Vegas, that pressure is showing up everywhere. In 2024, Clark County counted 7,906 people experiencing homelessness on a single night. More than 4,200 were unsheltered. That is people sleeping in washes, cars, tunnels, parking lots, and desert lots, while one of the richest tourism corridors in America glows a few miles away. Food insecurity tells the same story. In Clark County, about 16% of people are food insecure. Residents are living in a city of buffets, celebrity restaurants, and luxury dining, while not knowing if they can afford their next meal. This is the contradiction at the center of Las Vegas: abundance for visitors, anxiety for locals. The tourism industry does bring money into Las Vegas, but the money does not spread evenly. A huge share flows to casino operators, hotel owners, investors, landlords, developers, event companies, and corporate chains. Workers receive wages, but they also face the inflated costs created by living in a global entertainment destination. This is why Las Vegas feels different now. It is no longer just a city where people gamble. It is a city where the local population is forced to gamble too. Gamble that rent will not rise again. Gamble that tips will stay strong. Gamble that the car will not break down. Gamble that the AC will survive July. Gamble that a landlord will renew the lease. Gamble that the next medical bill will not destroy the month. And the hardest part is that these problems feed each other. High housing costs push workers farther away. Longer commutes raise transportation costs. Higher utility bills eat savings. Food insecurity rises. Homelessness rises. Employers struggle to find workers. Businesses raise prices. Residents leave. New, wealthier residents arrive. And the cycle continues. Las Vegas still sells freedom better than almost any city in America. No state income tax, endless entertainment, sunshine, opportunity, a chance to reinvent yourself. But freedom does not mean much when every paycheck is already spoken for. The city is not collapsing. That would be too simple. The Strip is still powerful. Tourism is still enormous. People will still come here to party, watch fights, attend conventions, see concerts, and escape their normal lives for a weekend. But that is exactly the problem. Las Vegas has become extremely good at serving people who do not live there, and increasingly difficult for the people who do. The hotels will still be full. The casinos will still be bright. The airport will still be busy. The world will still see the city as a playground. But for the people who call it home, the dream that once made Las Vegas feel possible may become something much darker, a place millions can visit, but fewer and fewer can afford to live in.